Developed by CyberConnect 2 and released by Bandai Namco Entertainment, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R, released on September 1st, 2022, is a 3D fighting game which is actually a revamped version of the original ASB, which was released on August 29th, 2013. As a revamp, the game has to offer something new, which it does in the form of 10 new characters. These characters are as follows, with their parts in the corner. This game's roster contains another 40 characters from all the different parts, my favorite being Iggy just because he can do, well, this. That being aside, there are 7 different character types, those being Hammond, Vampirism, Mode, Stand, Mount, Ogre Street, Bro, and Mamoni. The last 2 are unique to their characters, so that'll be talked about later. Hammond has no real unique ability. Besides for Jonathan Joestar, Jonathan has the ability to use it to charge up his HH meter. One of the only other qualities it has, however, is being more effective against vampiric characters. Those characters are being Dio. Literally just Dio from part 1. Vampirism, while unique to Dio, is fairly similar to Hammond, as it is useful and has a few new features, such as Dio's ability, Suck You Dry. No, I'm not joking, that is what it's called, which allows you to heal yourself against the enemy. Mode-type characters have the ability to gain a special effect for their character. An example would be Cars. Cars has an ability called Light Mode, which increases his attack damage with his blade attacks. Cars is also unique in the fact that he has the ability to turn into practically another character by becoming the ultimate thing. This ability can be a bit annoying to get off due to the long charge time, but once used, it is very powerful as it gives Cars the ability to do multiple different things, as flying here is an example. Stand is a bit of a hard term to categorize since each stand is unique to their user, so instead I'm going to follow the basic list that almost all stands follow. When a stand is activated, the character will often gain better attack damage and further range. This at the same time comes with the loss of speed, since when you activate your stand, a character will often lose the majority of their speed, instead gaining the previous 2 effects. I've never actually really played a mount character, and I don't plan to, so I'll just explain what I do know. Mount characters allow you to play with horse, stand abilities, and your base character. Each of these have different abilities depending on what your character and what version is activated. All of these are basically the same from what I know as the stand characters previously and a base character of a stand. So, not too much different, you just have a horse, I guess. Also, if somebody does know why they're riding horses, please tell me in the comments, because I have no fucking clue. Now onto the uniques, whose types are fairly similar. These uniques are Ogre Street as well as Bro Mamoni. These belong to Robert E.O. Speedwagon and Prosciutto and Pesci, respectively. Each of these characters have 2 companions, which gives them different moves depending on which one is activated. For Speedwagon, these characters are the Asian and Tattoo, while for Prosciutto, his companions are his brother Pesci and his stand, the Grateful Dead. The difference between these 2 characters is that while Prosciutto has a stand, which would typically make him a stand character with a partner, while Speedwagon, in my opinion, would be a tri-character due instead of having a stand, he has 2 other companions as well as himself. Now that the character types are out of the way, I'll talk about the combat and gameplay. Something that I really like about this game is that it's a 3D fighting game. This makes it so it doesn't have so many of the problems, mainly corner camping, which 2D fighter games have. The ability to turn the arena also gives you a way to bait your enemy's attacks by rushing at them and then at the very last second turning the arena, causing you to allow them to miss their attack and then punish them. It's a really cool concept that I actually just really like. I also like the uniqueness of the character types, which are different from the classic light, medium, brawler, and heavy types. This is because while there are all of those classes for the most part in this game, the character types allow for a new type of fighting environment, and Iggy is a great example of this, to be honest, because Iggy normally would be a light character, light, fast, able to do rapid damage and prevent others from getting distance on you since how fast he moves. However, he doesn't, do a ton of damage. He has rapid damage, obviously, but he doesn't do a ton of damage. However, he can change this by activating his stand, which takes away so much of his speed, giving him a major disadvantage on speed, but at the same time allowing him to increase his attack damage and just overall take a few more hits. It's really cool, and I think it's something a lot more fighting games should incorporate, since it just adds a way to change the style of the fight, change how something's going, and all of a sudden just switch it up if you need to. Anyways, thank you for watching this. If you did make it here, anyways. Sorry about my audio again, by the way, because I was recording this at 12:30 at night, and if I didn't record it at this time, I probably wasn't going to get it done at all. Since it's been about 40 days since my last upload, so, got to get this done. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Goodbye.